Preparations for election 2023 are in motion, with the National Party recently holding their Lower North Island Conference. Cyclone recovery and tourism into the region were also in the mix, as well as the countrywide politics.
Look, we've got some amazing candidates coming through, really strong skill sets, really strong practical, operational, commercial backgrounds, which is going to create a really, really strong caucus when we win the election in October. Yeah, the Cyclone was a big part of our conference. We had Napier Mayor Kirsten Wise open the conference, and she gave a presentation just talking about the response here in Hawke's Bay and how that needed to be reviewed in terms of our civil defence and how that operates, so people were really interested in that. And then Katie and I also did a presentation with Chris Penk, our Cyclone recovery spokesperson, and just presented on some of the issues that we're facing at the moment, which is a very slow response and a lack of direction and a lack of leadership from this government. So it's really important as the National Party that we're understanding what's happening on the ground and listening and then advocating for the people here in Hawke's Bay, because when the media spotlight's taken off Hawke's Bay, the people are still here, they're still shoveling silt.
After 5 years, almost 6, of a government that cannot deliver, the signs of despair are everywhere we look. If we're elected in October, we're going to have a big turnaround job on our hands. No capital gains tax, no wealth tax, no inheritance tax.
We've seen some incredible resilience from the people of Hawke's Bay, and I'd like to share the message that it's still a great place to visit, and if there are tourists who are thinking twice, don't think twice. We've been faced with beautiful generosity, with wonderful experiences. It's a great place to visit still. But clearly, there are people who are becoming more and more desperate. They are facing continued uncertainty about whether they can rebuild their homes, what assistance may be available to their business. And for some, I think the recovery has been too slow. There's been a bit of a lack of direction from government, exacerbated by the loss first of Stuart Nash and now Mika Whaitiri. And clearly, it's time for the government to provide some more clarity for some more answers.
Yeah, I think as a food producing nation, it's really important that we are supporting these growers and we're supporting our primary industries, and so they've had a massive hit, really calling out for some support now, so we need the government to get in behind Hawke's Bay and get in behind our primary sector.
You know, we have a huge amount of people waiting for some answers, and for us that's really important. That's something that Catherine and I will be advocating really hard for. You know, we're working with people all the time that are really struggling and wanting support, and you know, there is a lack of support for them here at the moment. They've had a loss of leadership, and that's something that we don't want to let get in the way of their recovery, so we'll be working really hard for that.
Look, I think Hawke's Bay has a brilliant future ahead of it. This is still a part of New Zealand that has the ability to feed the world and do it really sustainably and do it really efficiently. But it's very hard to see that future when people still haven't been able to move past the initial stages of recovery and have no clarity about the support that will be available to them.